Hello everybody, it's your boy the Green Talents coming at you with a video about something that you guys have already heard. If you haven't, it's been all over the airways across the country. I'm talking about social media, NFL Network, FS1, all the social media platforms, all sports and world news programs all across the country. There have been rumors going on that the Eagles may make a trade for wide receiver Calvin Ridley. If you guys remember, Calvin Ridley was a first round draft pick back in 2018, I believe. This guy has also played with Jalen Hurts. He also played with Devonta Smith. If you guys are familiar, it's been 4 years now, and Devonta Smith came out of college his senior year. Devonta Smith 22 years old. Calvin Ridley is about 24, 25. So he's still young. The Eagles could make a trade for him, but if they do, they will have to give up a certain amount of draft pick because the guy's a former first round draft pick. And he has over 3,000 yards in the last 4 years he's been in the NFL. I think he got 25 or 30 touchdowns. He had 1,000 yard season the year before, 2020. And he had 1,000 yards in his second or third year. And that's why he got 3,000 yards and over 30 touchdowns scored and like 100 and some receptions all together. Maybe, I'm sorry, not 100 receptions. I'm about two. I think he got about 200 receptions in that time frame. So you got to look at all of that. That's an impressive resume. So that makes him a veteran in the game. If the Eagles get Calvin Ridley, you can imagine what the offense is going to look like. Hurts are going to have two guys that he's familiar with on the outside of one another. These two guys, Devonta Smith and Calvin Ridley, they can pose nightmares to opposing defenses. You get both of them guys on the same page. But we're not sure exactly how they're going to work. The Eagles could trade a first round pick for him. They could. Or they could give up a second round pick and a player to be named. I mean, it's so many categories that can go along with the rumor of this trade possibly going down. So we don't know. We just off top of our heads. It's just the rumor, you know what I'm saying? We are excited when it comes to rumors like an offensive weapon like Calvin Ridley. You know what I'm saying? But they saying that he's unhappy right now in Atlanta because he's not been given the ball a whole lot. Now, to be honest with you, if he comes to the Eagles, it might not be no different. You know what I'm saying? He'll be lucky if he get 50 or 60 receptions. Luckily, cause right now, Devonta Smith got over 50 catches, over 800 some yards, and he's 40 some yards shy of 900 and some yards receiving, passing Deshaun Jackson's rookie record that he set back in 2008. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many things that could be set in this possibility, in this category. Because we don't know. They're just rumors. It's easy to get excited over rumors. It's easy to get excited over something that's going on. So, but if we do get Calvin Ridley, what does that mean for Quez Watkins? What does that mean for Hightower? And what does that mean for the wide receiver, the one G Ward Ward? So you gotta look at all those guys right now. Because the Eagles are known for keeping 5 wide receivers. Now, Quez Watkins, Devonta Smith, and Calvin Ridley are definitely guaranteed to make the roster. It's gonna be between Hightower and Greg Ward. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And they like I said, they know for keeping 4 wideouts. I doubt they keep a 5th one. And cause 5 wide receivers. Now Greg Ward could come back and play special teams, but he might not want to be a special team. He may want to go into a team where he can get up to 30, 40, or 50 catches a game or more for 1,000 yards. Greg Ward never had 1,000 yards receiving. I think the most he came to being good like 300 or 400 yards receiving. That's as much as he came to be in the last couple years. He been a Philadelphia Eagle. So I mean, there's so many things that can go along with all this. Like I said, we don't know. You gotta look at statistics. You gotta look at the coaching. You gotta look at the type of scheme that's being ran. So you really don't know. Would the Eagles make an explosive trade like this? All that is just in the air right now. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you this, not too many people in this world like Howard Roseman, and I'm one that doesn't. I don't like Howard either because he had made some bad decisions when it came to draft picks. And if he make the decision to trade a first round pick for Calvin Ridley or give up a second, because the Eagles got 2 second-round picks this year. They got 2 second-round picks. The Eagles could give up a second-round pick for a wide receiver or a player to go along with that. But if they get a player, it has to be a player with the possibility of making the roster and starting. Because Atlanta Falcons ain't gonna give up because Calvin Ridley is not a rinky-dink receiver by no stretch. Will the Eagles give up a second-round pick and a player to be named? That's a possibility. That's a very possibility. The Eagles could trade Fletcher Cox to the Falcons. The Falcons could always use another defensive lineman. But will the Falcons take on that salary? Will the Eagles cut Fletcher Cox's salary down to a point where he's trade bait? Because the man is making over $30 million in one season. They already have a working contract, not once but twice, far as I know. So we don't know what's gonna happen, what's gonna do, all of this. Like I said earlier in the video, we all getting so excited about this possibility of him coming to the Eagles. But if the Eagles do get Calvin Ridley, that means that the Eagles will not be looking for a wide receiver with the rest of their picks. Their picks gonna be mostly based on defense and probably some offensive linemen and special team players, more than likely. If the Eagles don't go for a wideout, they could get a young wideout. They on around like 5th, 6th, or 7th round. Or they got 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, a third, 2 fourths, I believe, a 5th, 3 sixes, and 2 sevens. So that's about 10 to 15 picks from the first to the 7th round. The Eagles could gamble some of those picks and make bargains because the Eagles they ain't gonna use all 15 picks. The Eagles are gonna trade some of them picks to move up in the rounds or use some of them picks to bring in players and give the team they getting the player firm a draft pick. So we don't know what's gonna happen. When it goes into front offices, we don't know. We can only speculate and think about the wild dreams of what could happen if the Eagles want to get a special talent like Calvin Ridley on the team. Don't get me wrong, I would love to have Calvin Ridley with the field. I would love to have him here. And I'm quite sure LB, DE90, Philly Mike, Alpha 314, I mean, D Gifted, Philly Notion, Joey Shakes, all these guys will probably be more than happy to get this guy here. Let's not forget Miss Birdgame 31, Mr. Birdgame 31. Let's not forget Philly Girl and all the other women that's on YouTube that does Eagles content. I'm quite sure they all will be happy to have this guy here with the Eagles because that will make us have a very explosive offense. And imagine the thing that Nick Sirianni, the plays that he can call if the Eagles were to have 2 or 3 explosive wideouts on the side. That would make it very, very difficult for defensive backs to cover. It really would. You know what I'm saying? But the question is, how many balls would each receiver get? Somebody ain't gonna get 80 yards, 80 catches. Somebody might get 60. Somebody might get 30 or 40. We don't know. I mean, it's so many chances the ball can go around. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles could become a very explosive offense, rushing the football and passing the football. But it's gonna come down to Jason Hurts getting the completions and the percentages and getting the ball out of his hand very quick. Now, he can't get the ball out of his hand very quick. He can. But sometimes he had the ability to force the play downfield. And that's why he got all these picks on his resume as it currently stands. So, but having 3 wide receivers, you know what I'm saying, we can create different kind of formations that can confuse defensive backs. And then we got Yada Goddard, our tight end. And we got that boy Tyree Jackson. I don't think the Eagles ain't gonna go out there a tight end in coming draft. I thought very serious. It can get a tight end. It might get an H back. We do need an H back. I've been saying that for years and for years and for years. The Eagles haven't had a fullback since what's that boy name? The one that his career ended. Is it Long? That ain't Long. What is his name? he wore number 43 before the other boy did. I can't think of his name, but he was the first fullback the Eagles have had that was very explosive at the catch and run the football. I can't think of that boy's name for all the money in the world, but all I know is he was the last fullback that I can remember that very special. So if the Eagles get another fullback, like I said, we need a fullback. We really do need a blocking and a pass catching fullback. And the last pass catching fullback I can remember is Kevin Turner. Kevin Turner was the best pass catching fullback the Eagles ever had in their history up until this guy number 43 who Andy Reid bought from the Seattle Seahawks. I can't think of his name, but I know he had a career injury that ended his career. He was a two-time Pro Bowler in the 3 years he's been with the Eagles. Two-time Pro Bowl fullback. Kevin Turner was the last Pro Bowl fullback the Eagles ever had. So them two fullbacks are the only one that I like. Only one that I don't like is the one that Buddy Ryan drafted back in the 80s. He wore number 41, and I really didn't like him. A lot of people in the NFL like this guy, but I don't like him. He played with the Eagles, and he also played with the Miami Dolphins, and I think he played with the New England Patriots too, as far as I can remember. You know what I'm saying? And I think he played with the Broncos too. I think he has a ring with the Broncos. I could be wrong, but enough of all of that. That's history. That's history, and I'm bringing to you guys that y'all already know about. But anyway, Calvin Ridley would be a special talent if the Eagles want to get this guy on their roster via trade, because I think he has 1 year left on his contract. I don't think the Falcons renewed that what they call it 50-year option. I don't think the Falcons gave him a 50-year option. I don't think, because if they did, it would make it very difficult for the Eagles to bring him on, because the 50-year option right now is between 10 to 15 million for one season, and that would be a salary cap 1 year option for the Eagles. The Eagles will probably have to rework that deal and spread it out among years, and then give him a new contract on top of that. So that's what we're faced with if Calvin Ridley has not got the 50-year option. But I really believe, I think he does. The 50-year option, it starts next season, because right, he's been in the league 4 years. Now, like I said, he had 3 or 4 1,000-yard seasons. Well, I'm sorry, 2 or 4 1,000-yard seasons, because he had 3,000 yards last year. This year was very low for him. I think he had like 600-700 yards receiving this year. 2020 he had 1,000 yards. 2019 he had 1,000 yards. First year he didn't have 1,000 yards, but he came on in the second and third year of his career. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, he had 3,000 yards, over 3,000 yards receiving altogether. So that's what we're faced with right now. So all these speculations, simmer down, folks, simmer down, because until the rumors come true, we can only speculate and talk about. We can't really assume, because they always say you make an ass out of your, what they call it? You make an ass out of yourself when you assume. I mean, it's something going on. You make an ass. You make an ass out of you and me. That would assume mean you make an ass out of you and me. So that's not assume this very common. That's not assume this so often. And be very careful with the rumors, because like I said, they're just rumors right now, and we don't know what's going to happen. We can only speculate. So, without any further ado, as you see my eagle flag behind me, I plan on buying myself another flag later on sometime this year, because this one here I've had for about a year, and before that I had the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl championship flag that was up there. That was there from 2018 to 2020. That's when I bought this flag, 2020. So this flag, 2020, 22, 21, 2020, when I bought this flag. I had the Eagles flag, Super Bowl championship flag from 2018 to 2020. In 2018, 19, 20. Yeah, 19, 20. I got that, bought this flag 2 years later. So this flag is going on 2 years now. So, gotta get another flag to replace this one. The one I want a black one, either a black one or another green one for that matter. But like I said, I don't know. But you all know I'm an Eagle fan. I've been Philadelphia for 41 years, and I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we going through our tribulations right now because we got new coaching staff. But like I said, y'all, simmer down on the rumors. Let's not assume yet until these assumptions are actually true. They ain't true yet. Right now, they all false info. So this is your boy, the Green Talons. Comment, like, share, subscribe, notification bell on top. When I make the video for coming from me to you for your enjoying pleasure, this is your boy signing out. No more rumors. Simmer down. Simmer down, folks. This is Friday afternoon. Simmer down. Peace.